Changes are about to take place. Good morning, guys. It is just about 8:30. If you are new to my channel, hi, my name is Brianna. I am a third grade teacher. However, I used to teach fourth, so this is my first year in third, and I am in a whole new classroom. So welcome to the journey of organizing and designing and getting a new space ready for the new year. I'm really excited that you're here. I made a few things last night for my classroom, a label for keep the quote and voice levels. And I think I'm going to have to buy another light switch. With that being said, I think what I just decided right now is I'm going to run to McDonald's, grab a large black iced coffee, because I'm weird like that, and a hash brown. It's 5 points, but I need something in my tummy. And then I'm going to head over to Dollar Tree before I head to school, because I want to get these things hung on my wall. That means I need more batteries. Okay, let's go. All right, we made it in. I usually do a little room sweep at the beginning, so I wasn't going to, but I guess I will. When I walked in today, it was so much cleaner, so nice seeing this open space. My job board, my library, still not gonna get to that yet. Magnetic board, which, oh my goodness, I came to the realization on Instagram. I was in IKEA and I'm like, trying to find something to put on that board to make it magnetic. I was originally going to put my homework and my lunch choice and different things up here. I'm just gonna put that over there. I don't need magnets for that. So I'm just gonna save this board. It's gonna be just blank to teach from. Grammar, fractions, anything I have magnetic will go here. My desk that everyone tells me, why don't you just get rid of that? I can't. Under this pile is the projector and speakers. They can't go on the ceiling, so. Also, I need somewhere to teach from when I'm using the document camera, and it all needs to be right here. So I really like having this desk. I student taught in this building in a room like this, and I really enjoyed it. So reading board, which I bought something for. I'll show you. All this is gonna move, obviously. And craziness. So let me show you. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw that I went to IKEA. I bought 6 black stools, so I'll probably put those together first just to have them together. They're for this table. Since I am limited on space, my coworker suggested to get the stools. Everyone else in the hallway has the stools because having a chair and a chair, like those chairs, is too much. So the stool saves the space. So that's why I ended up getting these. I mean, I always wanted them, but that just sold me. I just ran to Dollar Tree and I got another light switch. People were asking me what section of Dollar Tree these are in. They're in the, what is it, lights and home, electricity and home. It's by like night lights and just electrical stuff, I guess. I made these last night for my light switches, but they're kind of big. But that's okay. Oh, I think that'll be perfect. I just ran out of lamination, so. But these are my voice levels. 0 is voices off. 1 is a whisper. 2 is a normal voice. I'm going to have to reprint these. My ink ran out. I didn't look at them before I came. And 3, speak up. So I wasn't originally going to do all 4. That's why I had to go grab another one of those. I also went to Target last night and they restocked on the dry erase sleeves. So I got 2 pink ones for my Candyland board. I got another pencil so I can have 6. To go through these crates. I went through all of my crates and sorted some piles. I had some trash. This pile is stuff I don't need because it's 4th grade or extra materials. This is file folders and the hanging files. This is personal stuff. And these are the binders I use for data, parent communication, behavior, and extra materials, which I have 3 grade books, which is awesome because I totally need one. And these are materials that I'm going to use this year. So now I'm gonna clean off my desk so that I could take this stuff and organize that as well. Changes are about to take place. So I've been getting a ton of work done and hanging stuff up and reorganizing and going through things. A lot of people have been here and it's very echoey, so it's just hard to vlog and weird. So let me tell you what I got accomplished. First, I made these numbers this weekend and this little voice level sign. I don't know if I'm going to keep this, but I didn't want to actually cut out those letters, but I don't think it looks that bad not cut out. So those numbers are kg blank space solid, and those are my voice levels. Voice is off is level 0, which we use a ton. And then 1 is whisper, 2 is normal, 3 is speak up. So like a presenting voice. Normal is kind of like class discussion. Whisper is partner and groups. And then voice is off in the hallway and during independent work, obviously. So that's the reason I said we use that a lot, because I always constantly refer to it in the hallway. We're not constantly quiet in my classroom. The light switches are from Dollar Tree. They are kind of bright, but that's okay, because I think when I'm up here teaching, I'm not going to be using them, only when they go to groups, because I don't want any of them to like stare at it. Another thing I did was just hang up this little sign right here. I'm going to write on this the way I want my students to organize their paper, like with their date and the name and their name and their number. On my Reading Land board, this is a little bit different than I set up on the computer when I was planning this out, but I decided to put a, what's it called? Dry erase sleeve here. This is where I put my I can statements, and I'm going to staple that, but for now I just push pinned. So that's going to be like my reading I can statement and reading vocabulary, and then writing I can statement and writing vocabulary. And then the middle is going to be for anchor charts. I'm working on moving this stuff. So what I did over here is I put those two bookshelves on top of each other. The top one is a tiny bit smaller, and they're not the same color, but you can't even tell from when there's a bunch of stuff going on. And I just really like the way that saves a lot of space. And I also discovered an outlet right there, which is really, really useful because I never had that last year. So I always had to go somewhere else to charge my things. But that is really useful. So that opened that up. I was also thinking I can move all this more this way because that would help with my spacing here, because this table is so far out this way. I would just have to move this cabinet. And what I'm thinking about doing with this cabinet, if I do move it, is maybe put them both over here. But now that I'm looking at it, I don't think it would fit because I don't want to block that board. But I think what I am going to do is move this trapezoid table up to this empty space, because when all this stuff is moved, it's going to be empty, so I can have another meeting area up there. Another thing I was thinking was I can move one of those cabinets over here, and then I was going to put my twister wall here, but instead I could just put my twister wall, let's see, it would be like here. Because I would have the wall space. But I did get the stools to save the space, so I think it'll be okay. I just really feel like it's crowded right there. I feel like I'm closed in next to these two cabinets. I really think I might move one here because I feel like this is really like wasted space. Because I know I was gonna put a board here, but like that'll make that wall more exciting. I'm gonna try it because it's on wheels. Okay, so this definitely opens up this part of the classroom, obviously. Unfortunately, there is the internet cord, but we can work with that. I hate that. So that's not gonna be a thing because that's the first thing you see. It looks like the room is not put together properly. Now what I'm thinking, the teacher across the hall from me, now her window is a little bit more over. I think I can move these cubbies over because this is wasted space right here. And I know that that's the window and it's gonna block the window and block natural lighting and whatnot. But I mean, I gotta do what's best for my classroom. So I'm gonna see how it looks. I'm gonna move this in and then maybe put this sideways coming out here. And all of that will fit before this pole. So I think I'm going to try that. That just means I have to move my chairs. Yay. Okay, so I know this one is basically in front of the window, but I think that is what's going to save me the most space, honestly. Thinking about giving my kids room with the small group table and everything. Now I can pull this way. Another thing I can do is, since this is going to be an area that I teach from, I can hang anchor charts on the back of there for us to reference. I really want to get like an ottoman for here, like Miss Calls Campers has. Maylene, you've inspired me. Just a comfy little squishy, soft chair to sit on and make it look homey. I do like this. So now I can move things over. I think what I'm gonna do is bring this bookshelf to the other side over here, and then move my table that way. I think what I'm gonna do right now is take all this stuff because it's my giveaway stuff. I don't need it, like not giveaway for like YouTube, but like giving away to the rest of the school in case they want it. Or I'm just gonna put it in the hallway for now because it's in my way. So this is the wall. I'll put my, oh wait, now I have so much wall space. I'll probably put more like, I don't know, different things on that board, but I'm gonna move my trapezoid table over there. I have my rectangle table in my old room though, but a lot of people put two trapezoid tables together and make a circle, and I really like that. But look how much more space I have, guys. Like, I still can even push this cabinet over. Now, I lost the outlet. I can still connect an extension cord right there. Look at all this space. Genius idea right here. I have like a whole nother classroom. All of this is gonna be moved. So, I need some kind of table to go here. All right, so I'm really excited. And let me tell you the plan. So there's more of these trapezoid tables. So instead of using the rectangle table, I'm going to get the other trapezoid and connect it to it. So 6 kids will fit around here, and I have enough chairs for it because I asked for chairs for that table before I had the stools, but now I had the stools. So it's going to work out really well. And then I'm going to get a bookshelf for back here from my old room. There's actually a lot of bookshelves in storage, so I'm gonna get one for there. I feel like all under here is just like wasted space, and right here, but I mean, I can't have things everywhere. I have my filing cabinets here with my phone and everything. I like to have sticky notes by my phone in case I need to write something down. This stuff is this is like my little lunch caddy. I guess this is extra phone. But I think it'd be nice to have like a bookshelf here to put the kids' stuff or back there. But I was also thinking I could put, that's what I'm going to use this bookshelf for over here, because this area, when I get it all set up, is just going to be an area for them to work on a center. It's not going to be like an area where I typically teach at. And I just decided what I could use this wall for, to display my center rotations. So I'll have to think of what I'm going to do there. What I'm doing, actually the air is probably raging. What I'm doing right now is clearing off the table groups, and I'm going to put the desks that are the same height together. And one more thing. A lot of you were saying that the color order I have is killing your OCD, and it's funny because I didn't even recognize what I did here. I was literally just trying to put them somewhere. So I will fix this eventually. So that cleared up all that space. All of the chairs are at the desks. And then I just have this stack over here ready for when I get my other trapezoid table. Also, my desks pretty much match now. This one is a little wonky, but that's okay for now. I still have to go through these drawers and see what's actually in them, and I guess I'll just put the seat sacks on the seats just to see what they look like. I don't know necessarily if we're going to use them because they're going to have their entire desk to themselves. So, and I don't know about this caddy here. I might put these 2 caddies back here since there's going to be room. But that one looks fine on that side, actually. We'll see. So here is my little front area all set up. I have a box of tissues, and this is our little lunch caddy with hand sanitizer and red and green cups for when they can talk and when they need to eat and clean up. And then my phone with sticky notes and a little container. I'm going to put pens and pencils in there. It's crazy because it's right next to where I always sit. Last year it was not like this, so that's awesome. I did also just wipe down the tables with some Clorox wipes, so they are looking clean, fresh, and shiny. And I don't know if I mentioned, but I'm not putting the seat sacks on the chairs just yet. If I don't have a use for them, I don't want them to just hang there, so I may just store them. Something else I didn't mention is I moved my colorful drawers right here since this space was so open. I thought it was a nice spot because they did look weird just jutting out of that wall doing nothing. So I totally have my 4th grade file from 2003. That's me. And this is my work from 4th grade. And I found my book bingo in here, guys. This is what I'm doing in my classroom. See, I told you my teacher liked frogs. Oh my goodness. Interesting, she did not have a free space, but I'm gonna do a free space. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 by 5, so there's 25 books. It's basically the same things over and over and over again. Oh, she has a free choice space. That's interesting. Maybe I should make the middle one a free choice. Something to think about. So the ones I make for my students are gonna go vertical, I was thinking, but if they go horizontal, I could probably fit the titles better, but I don't really care. And it's funny because formatting back in the day, guess she didn't care, it was different. Literally different fonts. What is going on here? Because they're gonna go on that board, and I have 23 students. I think I might put a class one up there as well to make it 24. So then I can do 4 rows of 6 or 6 rows of 4. I guess it would be better if they're horizontal. So I'm going to flip them and make them horizontal because I have a lot of space over there. Some people were asking what the TV is for. We used to play morning announcements on it, but now we play morning announcements on our smart boards. But sometimes they play videos through the computer system and it attaches through there. So like if they're playing videos, they can play one video in the media center and everybody can turn on their TV and see it. So we don't really use it as much since the smart boards are now a thing, but it's still there. Don't worry about my library, that hasn't been touched. It's going to come together and it's gonna look great, I promise. Right now I just need to tackle this, but I just wanted to show you guys this. This is where I got the inspiration. Thank you, Miss Kaufman. I love you. So I have been organizing this area behind my desk and I'm loving how it's coming together. So one tip when you're organizing your area, like sit down at your seat and see where you're going to grab things and think about the things that you're going to grab when you're standing up. A couple things I got going on here. First of all, I got my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday bins, and then the bottom one I changed to, or no, that has always said file. And then I took off this one over here. It said laminate. I never used that one. So I'll probably make a next week drawer label for that. all of these labels are from Teach, Create, Motivate. I will link it down below. Okay, so my friend's on her way and she doesn't know where she is. I made this shelf dedicated to, these are all reading materials, resources that actually that's all the resources. I'm keeping them all out on the shelf this year. Last year I kept them in my cabinet. Dumbest idea ever. So below there is the math resources, and these are kind of like general classroom management books, just different things from college. The standards are over here. A math intervention binder I have. This binder is full of everything from my 3rd grade student teaching, which is awesome. And just some science and social studies resources. Up here I have my data binder in the front. That's where I keep track of skills that kids are struggling with, and I make note of how they're doing. The pink one is my parent contact log. And then the blue one is kind of like small groups that aren't planned, mostly for math, that I pull and I just want to make note that I've done. I have my teacher toolbox. So I set up my black book bins over here. Last year I used these to store like my binders and some resources that I used, but this year I'm going to double it as another Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday container, because first of all, I'm teaching all subjects, and depends what we're using, I may need to stand it up. Like these books for the first week of school, I was showing you guys before, they're too big to fit. Each book is too big to fit in the drawers. So just like taller stuff and different resources, maybe I can throw manipulatives in here or whatever. I'm going to make little square labels that just say M, T, W, T, H, and F. Down here are all extra binders that I'm saving because I'm going to print out curriculum and different TPT resources to store in them. Right here I have my 3-tier, what's that called? The black paper trays.
Like turn-in trays?
Yeah, black paper trays. Say hi to Lauren. That's where I put like different things that I get out of my mailbox and I have no idea where to put them, so I just put them there. And then one shelf was like for, that's where I kept like my 504 plans and my IEPs on one of the shelves, and just different things that I didn't really know where to put them, so that's what that's great for. I'm using my yellow expensive carousel caddy. This is the one from Really Good Stuff. It's not from the Target dollar spot. I'm using that one for behind my desk because, oh, and there's my guided reading caddy. Okay, because over here is where I have this carousel, which I don't know if it's necessarily a good idea to keep this many pens over here, so I'll probably change that. But yeah, this is everything to, like, these are for open, no, this is for open house. I don't know. This is just stuff that I need to do something with. All my storage containers, student supply stuff, and library. But we're getting there, guys. We are getting there. So I know the way I filmed today's video in the beginning was a little bit different because there was just a lot of people here and I couldn't really film, but I think I've also talked about a lot of stuff I did today. I definitely got a ton accomplished. I have my mathematical posters, my mathematical practice posters hung up, even though there's a terrible glare. I have my voice levels hung up. I have my weird keep the quote hung up, which I think I'm gonna change that title because I don't really like it over there. I think I need bigger letters. And I got lazy and didn't cut them all out. But I think I'm going to stop there for today. Tomorrow, my custodian is bringing me the other trapezoid table because I'm going to make it a hexagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yes. And I'm putting another bookshelf back there. So he's bringing me those things. So I'll probably organize that area and possibly start my library, but we will see. Clearly I'm stressed out. Don't know what's going on with my face. It's really gross. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, subscribe for my future videos, give it a thumbs up if you did, and on the screen now will be 2 videos, either my next video in the series or a previous video. Click around, stick around, hang out. I'll see you guys next time.